For today's lesson, we are going to take a look at SOL A.1a, which is translating expressions. So with A.1a, you will represent verbal quantitative situations algebraically, and vice versa. We will take a look at A.1b, which is evaluating algebraic expressions for a given replacement value of the variable in our next lesson. All right, so some key vocabulary words for today's lesson would be expression, equation, coefficient, variable, term, and translate. So when we're looking at A.1a, this is going to be our vocabulary. And then when we take a look at A.1b, that's going to be our vocabulary focus. All right, so looking at the next part, looking at the essential questions for the overall SOL of A.1ab. So looking at the essential questions, why do we use variables in algebra? That is going to go with A.1a. When it is helpful to translate between verbal quantitative situations and algebraic expressions and equations, that is also going to go with A.1a. How can you represent practical situations with algebraic expressions in a variety of ways? That is going to go with A.1a, and then the rest is going to go with A.1b. So these essential questions are questions that by the end of this lesson you will be able to answer. All right. So our learning targets for this unit, all right, so our learning targets are: I can translate between verbal quantitative situations and algebraic expressions and equations. I can translate algebraic expressions and equations into verbal quantitative situations. I can represent practical situations with algebraic expression in a variety of representations. So that's basically saying if you are given the algebraic expression, meaning using your numbers and variables, you can write it verbally, and vice versa. When you're given a verbal sentence, you can go ahead and write it algebraically. This unit is definitely going to help you when we get into multi-step equations and inequalities and having to write word problems. Also, when we get into slope as well and having to write word problems based on the algebraic or verbal situation that they give us. All right, so some key vocabulary that we're going to take a look at. So expression is a group of terms separated by addition or subtraction. So for example, we have 2x minus 3, that is an expression, or we have 7y plus 18, that is an expression. All right, so the main difference between an expression and an equation is that an equation has an equal sign, so it's showing that two algebraic expressions are equal, whereas an expression, we just have those terms and variables. So an equation, a mathematical sentence that are showing that things are equal. So again, if we were to take 2x minus 3 is equal to 4, or 7x minus 18 is equal to 4x plus 7. All right. So again, it's showing that two things are equal. So the coefficient is the number that is in front of the variable. So for example, with 2x, my 2 is going to be the coefficient. For example, with 7y, my 7 is going to be a coefficient. When you just see a variable by itself, that coefficient is 1. All right, so remember when we looked at the properties, 1 times x just gives us x. So anytime you see a variable by itself, its coefficient is 1. So variable is a letter used to represent an unknown. All right, so with the unknown, we're going to take that variable out. So x can be used as a variable, w, a, b, and all of those are representing the unknown, what we're trying to look for. All right, so a term is either a single variable or number, or numbers and variables multiplied together. So for example, looking at the previous, we can say that 2 minus 3, we have that, 2x minus 3. So we have that 2x is a term, and -3 is a term. All right, if we look at it in the form of an equation, we have 2x minus 3 equals 4. So 2x is a term, 3 is a term, and 4 is also a term. And the last one, translate. So it's the process of going from a verbal statement to an algebraic expression or equation, and going from an algebraic expression to a verbal statement. All right, so something that is going to help us with this unit, and as well as when we look at practical situations with multiplying, with multi-step equations and with multi-step inequalities, and looking at those practical problems, some things that are going to help us are some clue words. All right, so the first thing we're going to take a look at is addition. So looking at some keywords that go along with addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. All right, so looking here with addition. So we have words like plus, and again, we're just looking at the most popular ones that we see, or most common ones that we will see, and total of, all together, combine, simply together, increased by, we have add, we have sum, more than, in all, and we can also say make. All right, so there are a lot more words out there, but these are the ones that you are going to see most often when it comes to addition. With subtraction, we have subtract, decreased by, shared, gave, take away, fewer, minus, fewer than, difference, less. Okay, for multiplication, we have times, double, triple, product, increased by a factor, twice, so that's a popular one, very popular one with multiplication, twice, multiple, and multiplied by, and of. All right, for division, we have quotient of, per, we have ratio, divided by, half, divisor, divided into, percent, and split up. All right, so now we're going to take a look at some common mathematical symbols that you will see or have to translate or go from verbal to algebraic. So we have absolute value. All right, that's one you will see, so that represents absolute value. We also have equals. So there are several words that we will see that go along with equals. Of course, we have equals, is. All right. Then we also have our square and cube roots. I'm kind of going to split this box up a little bit. So it's very important, and this is a very common misconception. So when you're looking at your square root versus square, and then your cube root versus cubed. So we have squared, x squared. This is going to be the square root. And then you have x cubed, and then you have the cube root. All right. So x squared is going to be here. X cubed, so a number cubed. And then you have the square root. And then you have the cube root. So those are popular ones that you will see as well. The last key piece we're going to look at are what's called our turnaround words. All right, so with our turnaround words, that just basically means when we are translating it, we're going to have to flip it around versus if we were to say the difference of 7 and x, you have 7 minus x. But with the turnaround word, if I say subtracted from or less than. So we have subtracted from, and less than are our turnaround words. All right, and this piece is not added on your slide, but I am going to add in some parentheses words. So I'm going to kind of block this off. So we have parentheses words. All right, so that just means that when you say it, you are putting it in parentheses. So common ones are twice the sum of. Another one is times the difference. So here, twice the sum of, that means you're just multiplying 2 by some expression in parentheses that is being added together. Over here, times the difference. So you still could have times the sum as well, or twice the difference. Over here, you could just say that it's, for example, 3 times the difference of some expression. So that's letting you know that you're multiplying something times an expression versus saying 3 times x. Okay. In the next video lesson, we're going to take these words and we're going to actually translate expressions. So go from the verbal to the algebraic and from the algebraic to the verbal expression.